two players in the final today not on that list. Our men's singles final, the only final to feature a #1 seed, Chen of China, up against the #2 seed, Chong Wei of Malaysia. Well, as far as the men's singles draw is concerned, it's always good, isn't it, to see 4 different nations represented at semi-final stage. But it's a word about Jonathan Christie, the qualifier from Indonesia, gave Chen Long a real fright in yesterday's semi-final. Of course, for Jonathan Christie, it was his first ever Super Series semi-final. He's coming on in leaps and bounds. The defending champion here of the Malaysian Open, the reigning and 2-time world champion, Chen Long. Malaysia's very own Chong Wei. Yes, everybody wants to get a photo of this icon in sporting terms here in Malaysia. 10 times he's won this title, and today he is appearing in his 12th final. 12th final in his 15th appearance at this particular event. Well, our umpire, Jitarut Tanukarapat of Thailand, Johan de Klerk of South Africa, the service judge. Well, these two players meeting each other for the 24th time. And the defending champion, there he is, the world #1, the #1 seed, Chen Long, the 27-year-old from Hubei province. Became world #1 on the 24th of December 2014, has remained world #1 ever since. The Olympic bronze medalist, well, it was that semi-final I was telling you about. He was a game and 11-16 down, 14-18 down. And from 14-18 down, he won 7 of the next 8 points to win it 21-19 in that second game, and the decider was a little more comfortable. So to Chong Wei, he's 33 years of age, born in Georgetown, Penang. Down 1 place in the world ranking this week to #4, but of course he has been world #1. And 6 consecutive years he spent between 2008 and 2013 as #1 on the Super Series standings. Well, when you look at all the players he's beaten, all 4 victories against very, very highly rated players. His semi-final against Jano Jorgensen was very one-sided. Well, there you go. That confirms this is the 24th meeting between the two players, and Chen Long just has the advantage. But Chong Wei has won on the last 2 occasions, including that quarter-final of the Hong Kong Open. Let me tell you a little bit more about that final of the Hong Kong Open, because Chong Wei the previous week, as we look at our court officials, had won the China Premier Super Series, beating both Lin Dan and Chen Long back-to-back. He was a game down and 13-18 down in the Hong Kong quarter-final, and then won 8 of the next 9 points to force the decider. And that match in Hong Kong, that quarter-final, was 1 hour and 26 minutes. So the #1 and the #2 seeds do battle in the men's singles final here at the Malaysian Open.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Chong On my left, Chen Long, China. Chong Wei to serve. Love all, late.
Yes, it's a wonderful start for the 10-time former champion. Well, if this man, Chen Long, wins today's final, he will be the first #1 seed to win a Super Series title this year, and we're already in our 3rd Super Series. Well, it was good defence from Chen Long, because Chong Wei is lightning quick coming to those follow-ups. Of course, the winner of our first 2 Super Series men's singles titles of the year, both left-handers, Lin Dan at the All England and then Kento Momota in India. Unbelievable. That is a fabulous smash. Well, the #1 and #2 seeds contesting a final in men's singles is not as common as you might think. The last time it happened here at the Malaysian Open was 2011 when Chong Wei beat Taufik Hidayat. The last time it happened in a Super Series was the All England last year when Chen Long beat Jan-O Jorgensen. Oh, just, ooh, yeah, that's a challenge. I was just about to say he's missed that.
I thought it was on the line.
Oh, we're having a bit of a disagreement, you and me, again. I thought he just missed. No, you're right, Steen. Well done. Was it?
Yeah, but it shows that the competition has become tighter, both in the men's singles, but in all the categories of badminton. We don't have we haven't had a dominant figure. We've had some that are dominating, but not just winning everything.
Well,
as I recall, Chen Long had quite a good year last year.
Yes.
2015, but
8 finals from 13 tournaments, winning 7 of them.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Including 5 Super Series.
World Championship.
Exactly.
And I think it's great because it creates some excitement going into a tournament that you're not entirely sure who's going to win it, and you have absolutely no idea who's going to be in the final. I think it's great.
Yeah, I concur. We've had that in women's singles for the last couple of years, but not men's singles, because of course Chong Wei was fairly dominant before his suspension. I mean, incredibly, this is his 59th Super Series tournament final.
Yeah.
He's already won 41 titles. 93rd career final. Well, he's made the perfect start as the former champion against the defending champion.
And the conditions here makes it difficult for Chen Long to get the correct length on his lifts. Normally he plays a very patient game when he plays Chong Wei, and in the regular stadiums where most of the Super Series are played, it's possible to adjust your game. But here in Malawata Stadium in Shah Alam, you simply have to change your game a little bit. You have to be more aggressive because even though you play the good side, you still have trouble getting the correct length. Here Chen Long plays with the drift, and he has to be a little bit careful not to put his lifts long, and that often makes them too short, which Chong Wei can then capitalize on.
That was deflected off the top of the net, which made the defence very, very difficult for Chen Long. Yeah, badly deflected.
It's an accomplishment, even getting the racket on that one.
No, it's gone long.
Service over. 3-8.
He's leaping in front of the first service line, Chong Wei, and that makes the difference.
That's interesting. Chen Long hasn't hit a winner from the back of the court yet. Do you think he needs to be more aggressive from the back? I mean, you've already said he's more of a patient player, but given the conditions, should he change that? Or not really?
Sorry, I was just looking at that one because it was really close. Yeah, I don't think that he can go for a lot of backcourt winners against Chong Wei. Chong Wei has got a fantastic defense as well, so he's got to be patient.
Okay.
And I don't think there's any other way for him than to simply try to adapt to the conditions. We saw him do that yesterday when he was in really dire straits against Jonathan Christie. Couldn't really keep the shuttles in. Out one side, out the other side, out long, but suddenly he got it all together.
Yeah, it was a remarkable comeback, wasn't it?
That's a well placed smash from Chong Wei.
10-5.
Yeah, not the most powerful.
No, exactly, but very well placed. And in my opinion, it's so important for Chong Wei now to keep playing efficient badminton, not let these small show shots creep into his game. That's the way Chen Long should win rallies against Chong Wei. He should try these half attacks, and then if there's a bad defense from Chong Wei, he'll be ready on the front court.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Well, he took that off the top of the tape.
10.
Magnificent from Chen Long. Look at that.
It wasn't a bad drop from Chong Wei. It was fantastic return from Chen Long.
Luck of the net courts with Lee Chong Wei. And he has a 4-point advantage here in the mid-game interval of the opening game. Yeah, nothing you can do about that, Chen Long.
No.
Just 9 minutes into the match. Hendro Wan and Tae Soo Bok, his two coaches. And Cha Xuan Zhe, former world champion in the red shirt.
20 seconds.
Well, this Lee Chong Wei's 4th tournament of the year for Chen Long. It's only his 2nd. It's the #1 seed at the All England, lost in the 2nd round to teammate Xue Song.
Yeah, and he's not playing Singapore either, so I guess he's focusing on Thomas Cup and the upcoming Olympics.
Oh, my goodness.
It's well played by Chen Long. And he's been challenging the net more than we normally see him do. Normally he's quite content lifting, but here he seems to take an extra shot at it at the net before he lifts in order to keep Chong Wei guessing. And that means that he cannot move a little early backwards and get in a good position. He needs to cover the net a little bit more than normal. And you see the deep position. He's still trying to play the net, Chen Long. Not successful this time, but I think in general it's a good idea.
Oh, unbelievable defence.
Fantastic return.
Oh. The forehand defence blocked across court was one of the best defensive shots I think you'll ever see. That one.
And then that shot there goes way out, even out of the doubles line. And that's so rare. We see that from Chen Long, and that's a proof that the conditions are extreme. I feel that was 2 really important points for Lee Chong Wei here, because Chen Long was starting to work his way into this first game, I think.
Oh, that was phenomenal.
15-8.
Gone wide. hard for Chen Long to get the accuracy that we normally see him play with, and I think maybe maybe he's a little bit lucky that he's here in the final, because he's had an easier way than Chong Wei had. Chong Wei's just been outstanding in all his matches. Only the most points he gave away in a game was 18 against someone who...
Yeah, and he'd been 7-11 down in that game too.
Yeah.
16-8.
Well, 6 straight points. Look at that movement.
And that lift was actually long enough.
Yeah. It's going wide.
Over.
Well, 7 straight points has put Lee Chong Wei in a very commanding position here in this opening game. Oh, nice backhand. What was that you were saying about show shots?
Yeah.
And that backhand cross-court net shot from Lee Chong Wei. Got him into trouble. Oh, my word. No wonder the fans cheer. Disguised drop shot from Chong Wei while off balance. That's the rare occasion that I've seen him off balance all week. But still managed to play a winner. That's superb. Game point opportunities for the former champion.
Service over, 13-20.
Gone long. Opening game 21-13 to Chong Wei. Little over 21 minutes. Watches it, watches it. Yes, it's long. Well, not sure how much that tells us, Steen.
Pretty equal distribution.
Yeah.
25 smashes altogether. One in the middle and then 13-11. That's probably pretty good.
Well, 6 there. That's Chen Long didn't get his racket on.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of cross smashes there, which I think is really important. That, I mean, whether you distribute it in the sides equally, that's perhaps not so important, but it's important that you have cross smashes as well as straight smashes.
Yeah.
Because in theory, this graphic could have been 11 straight smashes from one side and 13 straight smashes from another side.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't be that effective. So from this side of the court, we would expect Chen Long to have better control of his lifts. The problem for him is that the smashes from Chong Wei get a little extra speed from over here. Gets a little help.
Yeah.
And what happens if Chong Wei manages to get Chen Long a little bit off balance? Can he control his shots then? No wonder he's looking to that corner, Chen Long, because, I mean, that was 30-40 centimeters out where he thought he was playing against the drift. And he is. There's just these sort of holes in the wind.
Yeah, pockets.
Yeah.
Well, that one was much closer.
Service over, 1-2.
incredible. He just pounced from that front service line to play the kill.
That was a total elimination of the shot Chen Long made in the first game. It's almost like Chong Wei, he dragged the shuttle with him.
Service 4.
Oh, he was waiting for that. Another one goes well long.
But of course, Chen Long, he knows the conditions here, but otherwise he must be thinking, hey, what's going on? Am I 12 years again? Or I never make mistakes like this. As you can see, he's not shying away from that corner. He's trying to find the right pace.
Well, that is incredible defense from Chong Wei. And not just getting his racket to it, but the way he controlled it. That is fabulous.
Long.
Brilliant. Challenge from Chen Long.
To me, it looked in, but I won't rule out that the cork could have touched outside. It was in.
Yeah.
And right now, Chong Wei must wish that Rio will pass on the Olympics and they are to be held here in Shah Alam instead.
Yeah.
One challenge remaining. Play.
It's going long. Oh, he's taken it. How did he get that back, Chen Long? Off a deflected smash.
Oh, he almost missed it.
Well, I think the umpire has called a fault.
Yeah.
Now, was that taken before the shuttle crossed over the net? Let's have a look. Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Good spot by the umpire. Very good spot. Yeah, and no comment from Chen Long. He knew.
he knew, and I was just thinking the same. I mean, he's conducting himself really well, as always, I have to say.
Yeah.
He's giving his best. He's not afraid to show a little smile when he's unlucky or when things go against him, and I really like that about him. I totally acknowledge the results of his teammate Lin Dan, but as a character, I'm more of a fan of Chen Long.
Simply because, I mean, we don't know their characters off court. You're judging that by their on-court
the way
conduct.
they conduct themselves on court.
Yep.
I think he does a great job and is a great ambassador for badminton.
Well, that deflection takes it wide. The net cord deflection. And Lee Chong Wei appears to be in cruise control at the moment. 8-point advantage here in the second game, having already taken the first.
It's a little comfort to all the players that have lost this week and have lost by bigger numbers that they're used to, seeing that the same can happen to Chen Long. So we haven't lost yet, but 21-8 in the first game yesterday. That's unusual. 11-3 at the interval here, also unusual.
Well, every point that Lee Chong Wei wins is greeted with an absolute roar from the fans here in Stadium Malawati.
I'm starting to think, because I'm totally convinced that Lee Chong Wei will win this match. Will it be an advantage or a disadvantage later on this year for the big matches coming up at Thomas Cup and at the Olympics, that he's winning this match here? And I really can't decide, because it must hurt a little bit on Chen Long, even though he knows the conditions are difficult and are favoring Lee Chong Wei. And it must also put a lot of pressure on Lee Chong Wei from the spectators, from the fans and so on. Hey, you beat Chen Long quite easy on home soil for the third time in a row, so now you really got him. But I mean, that would be a false security.
Absolutely. It's a very good point. So a 10-point advantage now to the 10-time former champion. Another one drifts long. Oh, that's super.
Yeah,
What a super shot.
That's a great shot. I was just thinking that one of the things that Chen Long perhaps doesn't have as much as some other players is this quick release smash. We saw Chong Wei lose in India to Nan Wei of Hong Kong, and he definitely has this very, very short triggered smash movement that it's makes it harder to read the direction of the smashes. That's not something that Chen Long utilizes a lot.
Oh, got out of the way, and it did go long off the back line. Quick thinking from Chong Wei. Duck down, let the shuttle go over him, landed out. Oh, he's had about 3 or 4 net cords as Chong Wei. Well, you've got to ride your luck.
He brought his own net.
Oh, I know it isn't over yet, but I'm just thinking in my mind, when did we last see a reigning world champion be completely outclassed as he has been so far today by Chong Wei?
Yeah. Well, it is indeed due to the very difficult playing conditions here in Stadium Malawati, and of course also to the skills of Chong Wei, but we must say that the conditions they favor him quite a bit over most of the other players. It's his quickness, his speed, and his good defense.
There's a challenge here from Chong Wei. The shot from Chen Long was called in. Yeah, it certainly was. So just one challenge apiece left in this second game. Brilliant. The fans in front of us all on their feet. This is a demonstration, a masterclass.
And the helpers are getting ready to prize ceremony.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it'll be terribly long.
But under the circumstances, I would really not want them to be too early.
Oh, indecision from Chong Wei.
Service over, 6-18.
It's a nice smash. I like that.
18.
Half the pace. They're going for precision. Well, he's played such a positive game all week, to be honest, Lee Chong Wei.
It's been absolutely fantastic, and nobody has been even near him.
Yeah. The fans chanting Lee Chong Wei's name.
That's a good clear.
Right into the corner. He couldn't have gone over there and placed it any better. Match point galore. Oh my goodness, service fault called. Service fault was called. Can you believe that?
8-20.
Oh, match point opportunity.
Yes. There we see Johan de Klerk.
Malaysian Open title, number 11. Lee Chong Wei. This is the Malaysian flag on the front of his shirt. And it's a pity we're not seeing the two men at the moment, because they embraced, and as Steen Peterson was saying, Chen Long conducting himself very well indeed. But what a tournament, what a performance from Lee Chong Wei. Of course, he couldn't play last year, he was under suspension. But an 11th title. 2004, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and now 16. 2016, an 11th title here at the Malaysian Open. He was winning this title before the Super Series, and we're in the 10th year of the Super Series.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. Well, a 42nd Super Series title for Lee Chong Wei. The second player today to win a 42nd Super Series title, which is a record equaling. 21-13, 21-8, the margin of his victory. Three players now have 42 Super Series titles, but the other two over two disciplines, both of them in doubles and mixed doubles. That is quite extraordinary by Lee Chong Wei. Oh, isn't that lovely? His son. Or is it his son? It is his son. That's Terence, second son. Oh yes, well done, Daddy. In fact, his first son, Kingston, will be 3 in 2 days' time. That must be Terence. Oh, isn't that?
Are you sure?
You think that's the 3-year-old?
Yeah, I think so. He's starting to
Understand.
starting early to adapt to thanking the audience.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. There we are. Well, that's an early birthday present for young Kingston. Daddy winning. Well, it was nice, the two players talking to each other, chatting in the wings after the final there. Last year's champion, Chen Long, a beaten finalist here in 2016. An 11th Malaysian Open title for Chong Wei. Champion once more. So that's 3 consecutive wins over Chen Long now for Chong Wei. No, he's been outstanding this week. Takuma Ueda, Son Man-ho, Victor Axelsen, Jano Jorgensen, Chen Long, and hasn't dropped a game. Yeah, that's nice too from Chong Wei, invites Chen Long onto the top of the podium. A 42nd Super Series title for Chong Wei. Well, what a finals day it's been. It all started with another player winning a 42nd Super Series title, Yu Yang, in her 9th final in her 10th tournament with Tan Kuan Ting. 2 straight games against the Koreans. And then the 2-time World Championship bronze medalists, Kim Hee-jung and Kim Sa-rang. Well, they were just lightning quick, especially Kim Sa-rang at the net. And their victory in 2 straight games in 35 minutes. I mean, that was extraordinary. Shortest final of the day. Then a thrilling mixed doubles and heartache for the home pair of Chan Peng-soon and Goh Liu Ying, but haven't they done well this tournament? They've guaranteed an Olympic spot. But they were beaten in 3 games in 1 hour and 21 minutes by the former world champions Tantowi Ahmad and Liliana Nasir. Ratchanok Intanon has won back-to-back titles now. 2 Super Series titles in 2 weeks, following on from India, winning here in Malaysia in 2 straight games by the 2013 winner, Tai Tzu Ying. And then, as we've just seen, Chong Wei was at his imperious best as he took his 11th title here at the Malaysian Open, and he took it in style in just 43 minutes. Yes, that is the right score. 21-13, 21-8 against last year's champion and the 2-time world champion. Well, what a fabulous week we've had, and great finals here today. The Super Series Tour moves on to Singapore next week. I'll be there. But in the meantime, from all of us here in Shah Alam, bye-bye.